With Luis Diaz now considered an unaffordable luxury, Barcelona's board has been forced to reassess past targets. Among them, Nico Williams stands out as both a familiar face and a highly promising option. This time, however, the approach is far from casual. A private meeting between sporting director Deco and Williams' agent, held right in the heart of Barcelona, has been described as a pivotal moment, signaling the club's serious intent, in contrast to the talks that quietly ended less than a year ago. This renewed pursuit promises to reveal fascinating insights into how Barcelona is attempting to turn ambition into reality, despite what seem like insurmountable financial obstacles. To grasp the full weight of Barcelona's renewed interest in Nico Williams, we need to revisit the timeline that turned this transfer into a long-running saga. Back in the summer of 2024, Deco had placed Nico at the top of his wish list. At that time, Williams was in top form at Athletic Bilbao, while Barca lacked a natural left winger capable of creating game-changing moments. But any hope quickly collided with harsh financial limits. Williams' wage demands, reportedly €12 million per year, combined with a €62 million release clause, proved too steep for a club under strict UEFA financial regulations. In the end, Deco shifted focus to a more affordable alternative, Dani Olmo, whose transfer was made feasible by RB Leipzig's willingness to allow installment payments. That decision seemed to close the door on Nico for good. President Joan Laporta even declared that Barcelona would not revisit the deal again. After Hansi Flick officially took over as Barcelona's head coach, one of his first requests was for a true left winger, someone capable of pressing high, staying wide, and transitioning at pace. While Luis Diaz was considered, the deal quickly hit a familiar wall. Liverpool's asking price exceeded €85 million, and the English club had no reason to lower it. Other candidates like Marcus Rashford came with their own risks: high wages, inconsistent form, and a personality that might not blend well in the dressing room. With few viable options remaining, Deco reopened talks with Félix Tainta, Nico Williams' agent. This time, however, it was Williams himself who signaled his willingness to join by reducing his salary demands to match what Barca had proposed a year earlier. A 90-minute meeting at a major Barcelona hotel marked a turning point, and sources from both Sport and Mundo Deportivo confirmed the 22-year-old winger's intent to return to the negotiating table. Williams now sees Camp Nou as a smarter move than risking a move abroad. Unlike the classic Barca wingers of the past, Nico relies on pace and explosive runs down the flank to wreak havoc. Stats from the 2024-25 season place him among La Liga's top dribblers, alongside stars like Vinicius Jr. and Lamine Yamal. More importantly, Williams offers more than just speed. His ability to play in triangles, cut inside, or switch flanks makes him a natural fit for Flick's tactical demands. He also brings an underappreciated trait: a strong work ethic in pressing. He's not afraid to drop deep, battle for possession, and instantly launch counters once the ball is won. Flick has publicly stated his preference for wingers who move well off the ball and handle pressure with composure. Aside from Yamal, few wide players currently at Barcelona fit that mold better than Nico Williams. At the international level, Nico Williams showcased his ability to thrive in Spain's high-tempo technical system during the 2025 UEFA Nations League. His fluid position swapping with Lamine Yamal repeatedly disrupted the French defense, a clear preview of the potential chemistry they could bring to Spotify Camp Nou. In today's inflated transfer market, Barcelona's renewed interest in Williams isn't a last resort, but rather a calculated move endorsed by both Hansi Flick and Deco. Financial pressure continues to haunt the club, especially as they watched Real Madrid confidently complete deals like the signing of Trent Alexander-Arnold without hesitation. Barca fans, meanwhile, grow increasingly frustrated with the club's slow progress. Luis Diaz remains valued at over €85 million, and his salary demands, shaped by Premier League standards, far exceed La Liga's strict wage cap. While the board acknowledges Diaz's game-changing quality, such an investment could unravel the fragile financial structure rebuilt after the Bartomeu era. Marcus Rashford was also ruled out early due to inconsistent form last season and an enormous salary that wouldn't fit within the club's already stretched wage limits. Furthermore, Rashford has never played outside England, casting doubt on his ability to adapt to La Liga and Barca's dressing room, a major risk given Flick's desire for immediate stability. In contrast, Nico Williams presents a more balanced and reliable option. Compared to other options on the market, Nico Williams suddenly looks like the perfect fit. While his €62 million release clause isn't exactly cheap, it's still more manageable than the massive fee demanded for Luis Diaz. More importantly, Williams is reportedly willing to be flexible on salary, lowering his original demand of $12 million per year, a figure Barcelona had rejected last summer. In terms of negotiation ease, few players in his price range are as realistic to sign as Nico. Though the deal may seem financially and tactically sound, Barca still faces several hurdles if they hope to turn this idea into an official signing. The first challenge lies in the not-so-smooth history between the club and the player. In the summer of 2024, Barca placed great hope in signing Nico, only to receive a firm no from Athletic Bilbao and hesitation from the player himself, a decision that reportedly embarrassed the Barca board, especially after weeks of pursuing him ended in failure. That history has made Deco and the transfer department far more cautious this time, avoiding any overconfidence in Bilbao's goodwill. Until past tensions are fully resolved, any new talks carry risk. A single demand from Bilbao to raise the price or add unfavorable conditions could break the deal instantly. In fact, Bilbao is currently pushing to extend Nico's contract, offering him a higher salary than what Barca can afford. Proud of their identity, Athletic would rather keep their talent and lose him on a free later than sell under pressure, as they once saw Real Madrid do with rising Basque stars. Meanwhile, international competition is heating up. Bayern Munich has already contacted Nico's agent Félix Tainta, and they're reportedly prepared to trigger the $62 million clause without delay. Arsenal also covets a winger with high-pressing intensity like Williams. Unlike Barca, both Bayern and Arsenal operate without severe financial restrictions or wage cap issues. If either club moves decisively, Barcelona risks losing control of the negotiation entirely. Nico Williams himself also has important decisions to weigh. At Athletic Bilbao, he is the undisputed star on the left flank, a guaranteed starter, fully supported by the system around him. Moving to Spotify Camp Nou, however, would mean fierce competition with Rafinha for that position. These are the complications that Barcelona must resolve if they hope to avoid repeating a familiar story, full of potential but ending in disappointment. This pattern has haunted past transfers like Ousmane Dembélé, Malcolm, and more recently, Vitor Roque. Looking at the bigger picture, the push to sign Nico Williams isn't just about filling a gap in the lineup. It reflects a deeper ambition to restore the high-energy, fast-paced attacking identity that Xavi Flick is determined to rebuild at Barcelona. During their golden years, Barca was known for bold, technical wingers who dared to challenge defenders head-on, from Ronaldinho and Pedro to Neymar. In the last decade, the absence of that player type has made the team's play more predictable, overly reliant on central combinations and lacking speed on the flanks. Nico brings more than just raw pace. He runs relentlessly, presses with intensity, and helps stretch defensive lines alongside Lamine Yamal. That vision excites supporters, and it echoes Flick's quiet promise. He won't allow Barcelona to slip back into the passive football of recent years. Of course, the path to making this transfer a reality has never been smooth. From financial constraints to intense competition from Bayern Munich and Arsenal, Barcelona's leadership must be both agile and strategic in every move. Yet there's one crucial factor that gives the club hope: a shared sense of trust between the player, coach Xavi Flick, and sporting director Deco. When these three align, there's genuine reason to believe that after 3 chaotic summers filled with disappointment, this time the Nico Williams deal might unfold differently. Whether the transfer is completed or not, this pursuit will stand as a major test of how Barca operates in the modern football era. And if they can overcome the challenges ahead, the left flank at Spotify Camp Nou could soon welcome a new symbol of the club's long-awaited football revival.